Rasool, who was declared persona non grata by the Trump administration for his remarks in a webinar that linked the US president to white supremacy, is expected to arrive in Cape Town. Let's now cross to SABC News reporter Samkele Maseko for more. A very good morning to you, Sam. Thank you so much for joining us. Is it all systems go? What do you see there?
Good morning to you, Simpiwe. At this point in time, we are here at the Cape Town International Airport. We are at the arrivals terminal. We are waiting for the anticipated arrival of Ambassador Ebrahim Rasool, who will be coming from the United States of America. He will be walking through those particular glass doors once his flight has touched down here in South Africa, in his home province, the Western Cape, where he will be greeted by hundreds of ANC, SACP, COSATU and civil society South Africans within the province of the Western Cape, particularly after he was expelled and described as a persona non grata in the United States of America by the State Secretary Marco Rubio. Essentially, after he spoke out on the American government and particular President Donald Trump's administration in that Mistra webinar. There have been multiple commentaries within the country. We have seen the Veterans League led by Snuki Zigalala commenting on the administration of Donald Trump, saying that South Africa cannot continue engaging with an impeccable enemy on trade relations because of South Africa's human rights stature within society and having fought for the people and fighting for the self-determination of the people of Palestine, and saying that Ebrahim Rasool espouses that South African who fights for human rights no matter the implications on the country of South Africa.
Now, Samkele, this incident marks a rare occurrence in diplomatic relations, as the expulsion of an ambassador in a particular country is only linked to severe breaches of protocol. Well, not that we've seen such breaches of protocol, but we've heard a political commentator, Sandy Leswana, they're saying that the media hasn't really gone to town in terms of understanding the depth and the content of Ebrahim Rasool's remarks. So what's your understanding of those remarks that led to his expulsion?
My understanding, particularly when you look at the diplomatic relations between South Africa and the United States of America, the tensions that are there over various trade relation agreements as well, such as AGOA. You've got the issues of funding PEPFAR to South Africa that has heavily been affected with the cutting of US aid to South Africa. So it's not only just an issue of diplomatic relations, it's also an issue of trade relations between the two countries. Yeah. It would have been a matter of time before the American government pulled the trigger on Ambassador Ebrahim Rasool or any other South African ambassador. The mere fact that President Ramaphosa is taking his time in studying, reviewing on who to post next to the United States of America should tell you the magnitude of the problem between the United States of America and South Africa. It is not just an issue of Ambassador Ebrahim Rasool having spoken against the US government at that particular webinar. You also do know that this was effectively his second term as an ambassador in the United States of America. He's worked extensively with both the Republicans and the Democrats in the Senate, in the House, in the United States of America. And that just tells you that when President Donald Trump took over the reins of power, his first salvo and onslaught was against South Africa, particularly when you look at the stance South Africa has taken on the Israeli government, and particularly Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, taking him to the International Court of Justice at The Hague. You also did see that the first state visit that was embarked upon in the United States of America after President Donald Trump was elected as the President of the United States of America, it was Benjamin Netanyahu who undertook a state visit to the United States of America, further strengthening the relations, diplomatic and trade relations between Israel and the United States of America. You did see the spokesperson of the administration in the United States of America, the White House, saying that the issue of the court case that South Africa has embarked upon on Israel and Benjamin Netanyahu is one of the main reasons, of the three reasons, that the United States of America is going for South Africa. You'd look at how the de-dollarization as well has been a hot topic within the BRICS formation, how President Ramaphosa is seen to be having a very close-knit relationship with the Iranian government. You've seen the recent the speculation within the public domain and rumors, which are falsehoods, that South Africa is engaged in nuclear warfare weapons with the Iranian government. That is a program the South African government abandoned prior to the 1994 election that was overseen by the United Nations. So it just tells you that the diplomatic mastery that the president has deployed and implored upon in the negotiations of the expansion of BRICS, the inclusion of Iran, which he personally negotiated with the BRICS leaders, has gotten him and the South African government in sticky waters with the United States of America's administration, particularly President Donald Trump's administration.
All right, Samkele, thank you so much for laying the foundation, for some of the reasons that potentially would have led to the expulsion of Ebrahim Rasool. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll touch base with you a little later. Samkele Maseko, they're out at the Cape Town International Airport and just waiting for the arrival of Ebrahim Rasool, who just left the United States. And we do understand that he'll be landing shortly before noon.